Okay. Okay, guys. Is this thing working? We got anybody in here? Got any peeps? I gotta go get me a chair. And I can't sit in this thing. Looks like this thing's been on fire at one time or another. All right. Says there's 25 people here. Nobody's saying anything. Oh, there we go. Okay. 10 Man Saws. Thank you, 10 Man. Old Crony's Garage. Jaws Jr. Hey, Jaws. All right, let's let a few people get in here. See what we can do. Hodgepodge Dodge Garage. Hey, man, good to see you. Okay, 66 people. That didn't take long. 71 people. Come on, let's go. Let's get some peeps in here. This is a special edition. A square body. Oh, good for you, man. That's good. These comments are real tiny. So I have to get kind of close to see them. Not as bad as you, though, Warren, my buddy Warren. He'd have to stand across the shop over there to be able to see anything. I have to give him a pretty hard time. But I won't tell him, Warren, about our measurements, our little measuring incident the other day. I ain't going to say nothing about it. 805 Road King. Welcome, buddy. Good to see you. There's somebody from Ohio. Okay, we got 90 people in here. If we can get a couple hundred people in here, I'm going to do something. I'm going to try something special. Real special. I'm good, Tim. Thank you. Watching Waylon for 7 years. Well, thank you, man. That's awesome. I've been around for about, 14 years now, I think. Here's somebody from Arkansas. Stopped watching Roadkill. Oh, man, you didn't have to do that, Joe. But you can catch them later. This is a special edition of Waylon Wires live in the shop tonight. Mike Reed, North Carolina. Thank you. Hi, Faye. My neighbor's watching. Yeah, we're getting ready to attempt something here in a minute. Got to get my cameras all set up. Let's see. We got 107 people. I wonder how many we can get here in the next 10 minutes, 5 minutes or so. Oh, the chats are rolling so fast. I need to put them on slow mode so I can read them. Did you fix your truck? No, I've got a transmission coming. Joplin, Missouri. Hey, I grew up down in southern Missouri, about 100 miles east of Springfield. There's a Carrillo. There's a Carrillo in there. Is that in Reynaldo? Is that my friend Victor watching live tonight from Zacatecas, Mexico? I hope so. Is that you, Victor? Si or no, contéstame, de volada. Got the door open. Well, there's a reason I got the door open there, Tim. And you'll see here in a minute. We got 121 people. Yankee from... Yeah, Victor. My friend Victor's in here. Awesome, man. My compadre, my grafting buddy, Victor, is in here. We do this grafting thing together for 32 years coming up, I think. I can't remember. I lost track of time. How many years it's been? Got snow? Well, yeah, I got snow. Too much. Okay. We got 121 people. That looks like that's about where we're going to level out. So I was hoping to get 150 or so, maybe a couple hundred. But yeah, Victor is the best. I agree. So there's old BC 65925. He's in the house. Yeah, you call out the window, call your neighbor, say, hey, Waylon's live in the shop. Go check him out. This could be, because what we're fixing to do could be epic or it could be a total disaster. You know how it goes. NC Automan, good to see you. Ready for grafting? Yeah, I guess. Well, when I get my truck fixed, I'll be ready. When Victor gets here, I'll be ready. Fred Flint. Fred Flintstone. Galveston Island near Texas. All right. The loyal ones made it here. You're right, Outcast. The loyal ones are here. We got 137. Let's go for 150. Come on, guys. Y'all get in here. It's too cold to be outside anyway. Get on in here. An epic disaster. Yeah. I said it'd either be epic or it'd be disaster. You're probably right, Jaws. It's probably going to be an epic disaster. Yeah. Step outside. They may come and get you. Yeah. They might lock you up, BC. Close the door. No, I got the door open for a reason there, Pete. You'll see here in a minute. Don't do anything we do on this channel. That's right. That is right. All right. 143. Come on, let's get to 150. And then I'll fire up that rig right there. I'm going to fire that thing up tonight. North Carolina near Mr. Heavy Chevy Greg Hamilton. All right. Well, welcome. Glad you're here. What time is it? Well, it's 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. Yellow from East Texas. Yellow Rose of Texas. How's the health? Well, I don't know. All right, I reckon. Why? What'd you hear? Doug from New Zealand. I wish my buddy, the grafter from New Zealand was here. His name on Instagram is Ulysses S. Graft. Hodgepodge Dodge Garage. Smash that like button. Gets me every time. Oh, you set your pants on fire. Good. Good for you, man. I got a fire extinguisher. Well, it should be over there on the wall, but it's not. I guess I better get that located. I need to do that. What do we got? 150 people. Let's go. 150. Oh, I got to get the camera going. Okay, what could possibly go wrong? Well, there's a lot that could go wrong, and I'll point some of them out to you. One thing is everything is just tacked together. I've learned that after 50 years of welding. I've learned to just tack things until I make sure it's going to work, and then I weld it up solid. But I used to weld everything solid, and then have to cut it apart and grind it. And I'd get really irritated at the guy who did the welding. This one, I've got everything just tacked. So what could happen is it could break. Any of these welds with my steering could break. The welds on my clutch system here, that's just tacked together. That could totally fail. There's just all kinds of things that could go wrong. But let's see if we can fire this beast up. Y'all ready? You guys ready? I've been busy today. 171 people. All right, that's good. Let's go. See if this will work. That's right, guys. I built mid-drive shaft today. What do you think about that? 219 people got to see this thing roll out for the first time. How many years it's been coming? About 7 years? I don't know. 5, 6. Who knows? Let's see. Hey, it stops. Yep, we got brakes and we got a drive shaft. How about that? Does it smell good? Oh, man. Oh, the aroma of a V12, I tell you. There's just nothing like it. Yeah, it smells good. I don't know if it beat roadkill, but we've been waiting a long time for this move. I wanted to do it live. I wanted to do a live stream. So y'all get to see it for the first time. It's ever rolled under its own power. I'll finish the video. Yeah, probably get it up tonight. Building the drive shaft and all that. Oh, Dirty Dozen. Well done, Waylon. Thank you. And smells twice as good as 6. That's right. 233 people. All right. I don't know how many people got to see it roll out, but I wanted to get as many as I could to get to see it for the first time. I'm pretty excited about it, if you can't tell. Brakes and drive shaft sounds like burnout time. I don't know. I don't know if that old thing will do a burnout. It's got a lot of torque, though. Probably would. Yeah, Hoagie. I've been waiting a long time for that. But I had to get the brakes in there first. Thought that was kind of important. Hi from Rochester, New York. Hi, Terry. Thank you, Mike Wood. Thank you, Robert. Yeah, old crony, I think you should be scared. You just never know what these women are going to pull off, you know. Thank you, Greg. Wiley Coyote, like a kid in a candy shop. Yep. I'm just a big old kid. Worth the price of admission. Thank you, Road King. Yeah, I don't charge much. I don't charge for subscriptions either. They're free. Like Rat Rob Bob says, they're free all week. I'm happy with the pedals. Yep, I'm extremely happy with the pedals. Now I got to get in there and weld everything up solid, but I didn't want to do that until I gave it a little bit of a test run, and I got to figure out the air switches. I know one of the switches to shift from high to low range and back and forth, and then the other air switch is to control the brake. It's not a clutch brake. There was one guy in there in a comment somewhere. I'm gonna have to go look it up because he told exactly what it is. It somehow binds the gears and holds it so you can put it in gear when you're stopped at a stoplight. But it's not a traditional clutch brake. It's not the type that you have to push all the way to the floor to set the clutch brake. It doesn't work that way. It's a air actuator. My new tow rig could be a buzzing dozen. Yep. Well, Bernice is up in. Somebody's asking where Bernice is. Bernice is up in Victor's little apartment up here. She's up waiting. She's waiting patiently for Victor to get here. He'll be here in about a month. I don't know. As much snow as we got, we may not start grafting for another 6 weeks. Probably be that long before I get my truck fixed anyway. Captain Tom is from Guam. How about that? Jerry from Reno. Bernice getting her hair. Yeah, Bernice getting her hair done, and she's getting Manny and Petty, getting all fixed up, getting all dolled up. So how did it sound, guys? Did that thing sound pretty good? I don't know how it sounds over these little microphone in this laptop, but I don't think it can sound bad. Sing us a song before you sign off. Nah, I don't even have my guitar out here. I can't sing anyway. I just kind of strum and holler. Dig the Dirty Dozen, everything you do. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. What's a 4L80E cost? Well, it out my way. It doesn't. It cost. They wanted $4,800 to fix it here in the shop to rebuild it, but I bought one from. I bought a reman from Monster Transmissions down in Florida, and they built a transmission for me once before. Y'all seen that little S10, my son's S10. That's a 83 S10. I bought it in 84. It had 8,000 miles on it when I got it. That was the newest rig I had ever owned in my life when I got that truck. So I brought my son home from the hospital the day when he was born in 1986. That was his first ride. So when he turned 17, he and I put a 327 in it out of a 1963 Impala, just like mine. And I ordered the transmission from Monster Transmissions in Florida. I had them build it, told them what I wanted it for. And, I said, it don't need to snap your neck, but we want a kind of a high stall torque converter. And they did all that, and they built it good. And that was about, my son's, he'll be 36 in August. He was 17 at the time, and that transmission's still running strong. So I decided to go with them guys again. I think it'll be all right. Yeah, it's Jaws Jr. It's a nice little truck. It scoots pretty good. It's got the 700R4 with a high stall and 411 posi, and all the gears just kind of worked out. I didn't really work up any kind of formula on that. I just kind of poke and hope kind of deal, but it worked out real good with that overdrive. It's got highway gears, but yet that 4-speed and the 411 gears, it'll get off the line pretty good. So yeah, we're happy with it. It's a fun little truck. No, it's not a Power Glide. It's a 700R4. Hollering on key is a talent. You got it in you. Thank you, sir. Keep on building the stuff you love. We love the stuff you build. Well, thank you, James. That's the plan. I've got enough projects around here. I've got one of the next things I'm going to do is I want to work on that D100, but I want to get further along on this one first. I've got a good engine for that D100. And plus, when Victor gets here, I think we're going to put a motor in the old Blue Diamond. I'm probably going to use that for my grafting truck for the first part of the season because I don't think I'll have my old blue truck, my 3/4 ton. I don't think I'll have it on the road yet. But they're talking about 6 weeks to get that transmission, 6 to 8 weeks to get it out to me. But you know how everything is with shipping nowadays. It's crazy. It takes a long time to get anything. Wiley Coyote, have you talked with Brown? Yes, I have. There's Hey Ironclad. Good to see you, man. Glad you're here. Oh yeah, I did talk to Brown about a week ago, I guess. And he's just hanging in there. His health is not good. He's losing his sight, so he can't drive anymore. He gave his truck. Fortunately, his son is back there with him. He's in Arkansas, and his son is with him. They're close to Mountain View, I think. And his son does all the driving because Brown he can't see anymore. He pulled out in front of a semi one day, and I was really glad when he hung it up because I was worried about the guy. But he's a country boy. He's surviving. He's getting by best he can. I'd like to go see him next fall. Hey, big dog. The big dog is in the house. Hey, Andy's doghouse. Glad you're here, man. Good to see you. Yeah, kind of on my bucket list. One thing I want to do, hopefully next fall, I want to drive my Impala across country. I want to go all the way to the East Coast, from the West Coast to the East Coast. And hopefully I'd like to meet up with some of you guys along the way. We'll see if that works out. But first I've got to rebuild the suspension in that Impala. I didn't know how bad it was. It just, everything goes gradually over time, and you don't notice it. And then I had a bushing completely failed in the upper ball joint or upper control arm on the driver's side. And now I started looking around, and all the bushings are shot, front and rear. So I'm gonna have to rebuild the suspension all the way. But I got time to do that this summer, and hopefully I can. It'll be a year that I can turn my irrigation off early enough that I can go to the East Coast and back before the roads get bad, before the weather's bad. Yeah, I'm going to go see. That's right, Jaws. I want to go see Mr. Heavy Chevy. That was a blast when him and his son came to visit me last summer, and I'd like to go see him. And yeah, it's just something I always wanted to do was drive that car across country, and I don't see why not. It's got a good engine's good, and parts are available, and so shouldn't. What could possibly go wrong, right? 273 people watching. Well, some of you missed out, I'm sure. Some of you. Oh, I just heard my GoPro shut off. I forgot to turn it off, so it's shutting itself off. That's nice. Come through Pennsylvania, about 8 miles off of Interstate 80. Okay, well, when I'd like to see our peak too. When I get ready to make this trip, if I can get my things all done this summer that I need to do to that car, probably put a cam and lifters in it, freshen it up a little bit because it's got a lifter that ticks a little bit. And of course, I've run every kind of miracle grease that you can get through it, and it doesn't help it. When I was putting that motor together, I was rebuilding that 327. That's the original motor for that car. A buddy of mine was up here, and I had the lifter sitting in a bucket of oil, priming the lifters. He took a push rod and he started pushing on these lifters. And he said, "Kim, one of these lifters is a little bit sticky." And I said, it'll be all right. It'll loosen up. And well, it didn't. It ticks every time I turn it on. It's got that clicking, and it just won't go away no matter what you do. So I'll probably put cam and lifters in it. And Andy's doghouse said the price of gas will kill you. Well, I don't think so. Once in a lifetime deal, man. I'm not gonna if I get a chance to do this, I'm going to do it. I don't care what it costs. I'll probably only do it once. I mean, I'm sure I'll only do it once, but co-pilot, no, it's going to be I want to do it. I want to do it on my own. Says Southern Indiana, we'll find a parking space for you. Well, hopefully you'll, yeah, I've tried Marvel Mystery. Yeah, I've tried everything. And it's been years and years. It's just, I just want to fix it. Before I go on a trip like that, I'm going to, it doesn't hurt anything. It quietens down if it runs a little bit, but I just, I don't want to listen to it. I don't want to deal with it. So I'm going to fix it. I missed. I was comment. I was going to say something about. Hey Ken, you don't look any different live than you do in your videos. I know I don't look any better, do I, George? I don't look a bit better. I wish I did, but it's just the way it is. George, you missed out, man. We fired up the Dirty Dozen and drove it out of the shop. I put the drive shaft in today. I built the drive shaft today. Got the brakes working so you guys could see it take off and stop and everything. And so I drove it out and pulled it back in. But there'll be a video, George, so you'll get to see it. Yeah, old crony. Yeah, I'd love to see your square body, man. And I'd like to, if I can do this trip, I'd like to meet as many of you guys as I can. That'd be fun, I don't know exactly how to do it. Set up a live chat like this the night before and let people know where I'm at and where I'm going to be the next day, maybe, and see if people are close by and something like that. We'll figure something out. That'd be fun. No, I think that'd really be a hoot. Well, I don't know, George. It's taken me a long time, but it's been a hard winter here. And you remember the winters in Minnesota. I think that's where you were, and I'm glad you're not there anymore. I'm glad you're down in the South where things are not so hard, because boy, it's been a tough one here. And I didn't get to work on the Dirty Dozen all I wanted to this winter just because of things happening around here. But I've got some plumbing issues going on, and I don't even talk about it. But I've been busy anyway. You should go pretty quick now. That was the main thing, was those brakes and that drive shaft. And now I can do my wiring and lights and finish up all the welding. I've got things just kind of tacked together, but now I can go ahead and weld things up solid and get on with it. Yeah, Andy's doghouse. Yeah, it would be a cool trip, and I hope to do it. Hey, Andy, you're in Canada, right? Andy's doghouse. I think I'm right about that. I'd like to see Dee Dee's Speed Shop too. I'd like to meet that guy. They've been talking about coming to see me. I don't know. I don't know when or anything. Nothing pinned down, but they've been talking about coming out here to see me, and I'd like to go far enough east that I could see some of those guys too. You need 3 parking spots for the long ride. Well, maybe, but everybody talks about how long it is, but it ain't no longer than a big U-Haul. When you get right down to it. Well, I did spend some time, Carlos, shoveling snow off my roof. I spent about 3 hours up there one day. That was a fun deal. Okay, Andy, I thought so. Yeah. Oh, 73 Super Glide. Yeah, talked to my daughter today. She's in Grand Rapids. Was it today? I think so. Yesterday? Yeah, last night maybe. Anyway, she said they had not had a hard winter at all. And well, I got it. Yeah, DD Speed Shop. He man, he's a go-getter, boy. He works hard, you know. He knows what he's doing and he really puts in the time. And that's what it takes. You gotta put in the hours, boy. They don't build themselves. They don't build themselves. You gotta really work at it. But he cranks them out one right after another, man. That guy, he's just a maniac. Takes me 4 or 5 years to build anything. But I built that. I built that rockabilly rat in 5.5 months. Somebody asked me today in a comment how long it took. It took 5.5 months. But it's real simple little deal, you know. Now that Dojelac took 5.5 years because it's complicated. All the air ride and all that stuff. Well, it says I thought I plugged in here. It says my battery's about to die. Hang on, guys. Let me get plugged in. It's probably about time to shut this thing down anyway. How long have I been going here? I've been going a half an hour. Set of headers for the Dirty Dozen. You just wait, Mike. Just wait, boy. We're gonna have something awesome. Gonna be something awesome for the exhaust. Well, Real World Garage. I hope you get on it, man. That'd be cool. Ironclad had to replace the front hub on my diesel truck today. Well, I bet that was fun. Hope you had a nice warm place to do it. Aaron's dad, man. How long have you been watching this channel? Aaron's dad. That's a name that I see in the comments, and I've seen on my channel for a long, long time. Well, you missed a lot, Aaron's dad. You missed a lot, man. I fired this rig up and backed it out of the shop and drove it back in all under its own power. And the brakes work, and I put the drive shaft in today. So, yeah, you should have been here earlier. You missed the big door prize, man. Miss you already. You're not even gone. That's funny. 805 Road King. If you guys don't watch him, go watch his channel, man. He's a good guy. He's a hoot. Love watching that guy. He always says, okay, enough of this. Enough of this. Outstanding subscribers. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I agree. I've got the best subscribers in the world, man. Oh, Real World Garage. Surgery tomorrow. Well, hang in there, buddy. Oh, Aaron's dad found you back when you were building the rockabilly. Yeah, that was about 13, 14 years ago. And I'm thrilled to keep the original engine too. I'm pretty happy about that. It needs a set of rings really bad. The compression. I always say the pistons are so loose, they're swapping holes, but it's pretty bad. It would help it a lot if I throw a set of rings in it, even if I didn't do anything else. Just hone it out and give it kind of a hillbilly overhaul, you know. Yeah, I know I'm gonna have to watch going over railroad tracks and things. I know it sits pretty low and it's pretty long, but I don't care. I don't care. I'll deal with it, you know. I've got cross members. There's things that'll drag before it hurts anything, and that little rockabilly, it sets real low too. I'm always scraping and dragging it, but I don't care. It's rat rod, man. Who cares? That's what Rat Rod Bob says. Who cares? It's a rat rod. Nova Nut. Yeah, I'm kind of fond of that V12 myself. We're late. I will have to stop from the beginning. Yes, Rick, Bandy, you will have to start from the beginning because we We drove the Dirty Dozen out, man, under its own power. Here it is, February the 8th, 2022. At what time was it? About 7 o'clock. We drove that puppy out of here. Can you play your guitar in the Dirty Dozen cab? Well, I probably could, but I don't know why I would want to. It might be big enough. I don't know. It's kind of a small cab. And I'm kind of a plus size girl, but we could probably get her done. Yeah, Aaron's dad, that old Rockabilly Rat is a 1932 original engine, still running. Man, it's crazy. Yeah, real world garage. Yeah, I like old Bob too. He's a good old boy. See around the corner to turn that thing. I'll just follow it. Wherever it goes, I'll just follow it. It'll be all right. No, I haven't thought much about fuel tank. I was just had about 50 people give me 50 different suggestions on the tank. So, I was just kind of checking out what I have. Trying to use what I have. I've got several options. If I might buy a fuel cell. I don't know. I'm not too worried about it. But that's one of the things coming up. I'm going to have to do that too. I've got to get a fuel system all set up on it. Get some lights on it. But that's fun stuff, man. That's fun. Well, everything about it's been fun. Been a blast. Okay, BC. Good to see you, man. You take care. I hope you get I hope you get your beauty rest because you sure need it. That's right, Captain Tom. If this winter don't let up, I'll be spending a lot of time with the Dirty Dozen. Greg Hamilton wants to know if I have an email address listed on my site. I don't think I do, but it's really easy. It's coatesgrafting@gmail. And that's just my last name, and my business is COATESGRAFTING@gmail.com. Pretty easy. Yeah, I thought about that. Saddle tanks, Joe K. I thought about saddle tanks on that. That would be kind of cool. I haven't made up my mind yet. Half-ass custom builds. I know that guy. He's good too. There's something about them Canadian boys. I guess I don't know what they're eating. Maybe it's the water. Maybe it's the water up there or something. But half-ass custom and old DD Speed Shop. Man, those guys just knock them out one run after another. Working the night shift, gotta start slinging wrenches. Okay, Real World Garage, thanks for coming by, man. Good to see all you guys. Wow, 290 people, 291. I don't know there's going to be that many people. I would have waited to fire this thing up, but anyway, yeah, we'll be doing it again. I think I'm going to sign off. Mike Hendrickson says, I'm moving to Wenatchee soon. House for sale in Lake Stevens. Look forward to meeting you. Going to be building a home in Sunny Slope. Followed by rat rods. Well, good for you, man. That's cool. I forgot what I was going to say now. Doesn't take much to distract me. Anyway, I guess I ought to get off here. It's been 40 minutes. It's about long enough. If you guys are late coming in, thanks, Russell. Anyway, if you're late getting here, go back to the beginning and watch us when I sign off, because you'll see this thing fire up and drive out. under its own power. I put the drive shaft in today. Didn't take long to build it either. Yeah, I guess that's right, Andy. They sure get a lot done, though. Them guys are crazy. Matt's the Scrap Whisperer just tuned in. I missed everything. Yeah, you did. You're going to have to go back and watch, man. Go back to the beginning. I don't know. I think it was about 10, 15 minutes in. We fired this thing up. Okay, thanks, Andy. Good to see you. Good night, Greg Hamilton. And good night, Ted. Beverly's Hillbilly. I get a kick out of your channel too, man. Good to see you, all you guys. All right, let's shut her down. Thanks everybody for tuning in. It's been 41 minutes. That's about enough. But maybe we'll fire this thing up one more time. I'll just fire it up. I'm not going to drive it out, but I'll fire it up. Okay, guys. Thanks for stopping by. It's really good to see everybody, and it's fun to talk with y'all. And I'm going to go work on the video now. So tune in later, and you can see me working on putting that drive shaft together. It went pretty good. All right. Appreciate you. Now if I can just figure out how to sign off. See you guys later.